Well, let's warm up by celebrating the Chinese New Year today. And to ring in the Year of the Rabbit, well, we have Katie Foster, owner of Stir Cooking School, and Chef Kate here to help her. How are you, ladies?
Good. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. As soon as I walked in, I could smell deliciousness. I'm serious. It smells so good. So, Katie, tell us about what we're making today and why it's such a staple when it comes to Chinese food.
Sure. So we are making Chinese dim sum, which is very traditional to eat during the Lunar New Year, and that's what we're going to be making today. We're going to be making some pork steamed dumplings and some shrimp shumai that Chef Kate over here is going to demo for y'all.
Oh my gosh, and I'm so ready to get into this. Okay, so what have you brought today, Chef, and what are we making?
All right, so today we're going to do a pork wonton, which is going to be like a steamed dumpling.
Ooh, yes.
We're also going to do a shrimp shumai.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
tasty.
these are all the ingredients people would need, and what a good time to celebrate this time of year, right? So what is the first step? How would we make this at home?
All right, so what we have set up for you today is we have some bamboo steamers. These are pretty easy to find on any.
I was about to ask, where can we get these?
Amazon's probably your best bet.
Amazon.
But yeah, they're cheap, they're easy to buy, easy to find. And we have a couple different sizes, some small ones, some big ones, whatever works for you is fine. We're also going to set up the steamer situation. So having a piece of parchment paper is really ideal. Just cut it to size so it fits. I'm just going to spray the inside here with a little bit of cooking spray. This is going to keep it from sticking too much. All right, then you also want to spray this side so that
spray the parchment paper as well.
Spray both, yeah.
Spray both.
We just want to make sure we have extra, so we don't have any stickage. And then we are going to take a little knife here. We're just going to do a few little slits in here. You want to kind of go with the entire, all the little holes that you see in there.
Yes.
Make a bunch of little slits. This is going to allow for steam to escape, which is what we need to cook it, right?
Yeah.
So you'd go through the entire thing. We have a good setup here. We have some of the shrimp shumai filling. We have the pork dumpling filling. And then we have two different wrappers. Okay, so this is a square wrapper. It's pretty important to keep them wrapped up. If you don't, they'll start to dry out, and that can be less than ideal. When you're going to use them, they'll crack. So these are going to be for those shrimp shumai. This is the square ones. Really, this is probably the most simple one that we could do. We're going to just take our little wrapper. You'll take your spoon. You could use your hands if you wanted to. You'll take a little bit of the filling. I usually place this kind of on top like this. Just kind of spread the filling like that. And then you just kind of slot it in there. That's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. It just kind of holds like this. As it steams, it will sort of encompass the shrimp in there, and then you just place it inside.
That's it.
Easy enough, yeah.
Okay.
And then we have a pork filling. This one is actually, I think, more my favorite. I like the shrimp, but I think I prefer the pork.
Yes,
the pork has so many aromatics in it. We have scallions, ginger, garlic, a little bit of soy sauce. I mean, there's a lot of good flavor in here. And this one's kind of fun. It's not actually that complicated. People tend to shy away from this when they see dim sum in restaurants.
Yes.
But it's not really that hard. So we have our little round wrapper here. You're going to take a little, you could use another one if you didn't want to cross-contaminate there. So we'll take our spoonful of the pork. Less is more here. If you go too big, it's going to be hard to fold up. All right. And then you take a little bit of water to be able to seal it. So this is a bowl of water here.
So this one is going to be sealed.
Yes, this one will be sealed. Exactly.
It's a little tough for me. Okay.
That's the hard part, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So then you'll put a little water. You really only have to do half of it. All right. So
so just one half of that.
Just one side.
Okay.
And then I usually take it and fold it sort of in this taco shape,
like a
which
taco.
is easy for people to kind of reference. All right, and then you want to press out as much air as you can. So you'll just kind of go down at the side like that. Press out as much air on that side. Press out as much air on this side. Now, if you were like, I don't have time for this, I don't want to go through all this process, leave it like this. Throw it in. It doesn't have to look cute, right? It can just, it'll still taste good. But a step further would be to take this. You'll make a little divot in here. You'll kind of squeeze like this. Put a little bit more water on one side, and then just kind of pinch it together. And then you have this really cute little
Oh my gosh, look how perfect that is.
And then you'll place those in.
What is the difference between this and a dumpling?
So essentially they're very similar. I would say shapes and sort of the methods can be how we would differentiate the two. Also, different cultures call them different things.
Really but essentially they're going to kind of taste.
They're going to taste similar depending on, exactly. I would call this, like I said, a steamed pork wonton would be probably this reference.
And those are delicious. Well, how did she get to be such an incredible chef at doing this?
Well, she used to live in New York City and worked at a bunch of different places there, and then we snagged her here at Stir Cooking School. She's one of our lead instructors, teaches at Stir Cooking School and our event space as well, where we do a lot of different types of classes.
I love this. Okay, so if we were to plate this, Kate, how would we do that?
Cool. Yeah, so this is going to be our little setup that we, have ready for you. Ooh, look at the steam. They're ready to go. They're easy. Probably only cook for about Somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes, depending on.
Okay,
You
so
can
once
always
you've
take
got
one
it
out,
here,
cut it open, and check.
make
A little bit of water to pour into the bottom there. Yeah, go ahead and pour it in.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of
How
pour it
much?
right
All
into
of
the
it?
bottom. Just, I would say maybe almost halfway up. Yeah, just up the first part. Perfect. That's great.
Okay.
And then you just set it onto about medium-high heat and let it steam for a few minutes. Then we have our finished ones here. So take these,
Look at
put a few in
those.
here.
Oh, those
yeah.
are beautiful.
They're gonna be tasty. That's
You can also
for
just
sure.
eat them directly from here.
Of course.
That might
right?
be-
For the
that might be the
impatient people who are
preference.
hungry.
Yeah,
That would be more
absolutely.
my style.
Me too.
Well, is this something that people could learn at the school?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We have multiple dim sum classes. There's several this weekend that are actually already full with wait
Yeah,
lists.
yeah.
But we often have our dim sum classes, dim sum parties, things like that. We also have a bao bun classes, spicy Szechuan ones that do have a variety of different dumplings and stuff in them.
This would be so neat. My girls, both of them love dumplings. Anything
Yes.
having to do with Chinese food, it would be so great if I could learn. So definitely something great to do. Guys, thank you so much for
Yes.
being with us. Katie,
Thank
Chef
you.
Kate, good job.
Yeah.
You make it look so easy. I'm going to
It
try
is. It is easy. Trust me. I
and
promise.
it looks wonderful.
Beautiful.
Well, you can book your class right now for Stir Cooking School located in the Highlands in downtown Denver. Visit stirtolearn.com to see what classes are coming up.